Welcome to the Fort Polk Podcast. I'm your host, and this week we're celebrating a major milestone, 60 years of unwavering support, resilience, and connection through Army community service. From helping families thrive to empowering soldiers through every challenge, ACS has stood strong for 6 decades. We'll take a look back at its incredible journey, highlight the resources still available today, and give you a sneak peek at the upcoming Jubilee celebration you won't want to miss. So let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching our podcast. I am Jeff England from the Fort Polk Public Affairs Office, and we are in the Fort Polk Podcast Studios, Fort Polk. Today we've got 2 very special guests with me today, and this would be Stacy Delgado, who I'm sure you've mentioned or you remember. She's been on here several times, and I love having her in here. Stacy, how are you doing?
Hi, Jeff. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, living the dream, just living the dream.
So we're back to Fort Polk?
Yeah, Fort Polk.
All right.
Yeah. And along with Stacy, we've got Darnell Dobbins. How are you doing?
I'm doing outstanding, Jeff.
And what exactly is your position over at ACS?
So I am one of the ACS specialists. I do outreach programs for the community.
Outreach, and what are you reaching out for?
Any one of the programs that we have, I normally support. I do a lot with family programs. We go out and we do stuff with the community. We had TD VAM not too long ago that we helped out with the community just to teach teen violence, things like that.
So you sound a lot like the positions we have over here, jack of all trades. We have to do everything, a little bit of everything.
Yep.
Hey, you're needed over here, but I don't do that. Yes, you do.
It said so.
It says so right there. So we've got ACS, and I know you've been working for ACS quite a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's not been 60 years. So where'd you get the uniform?
Thanks. Okay, so we'll get into that. I'm going to tell you about my uniform. It is, okay, so let me back up. Let's go back. I have been working with ACS, Army Community Servants, for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's almost as long as I've been here.
Right.
Oh, no, I've been here almost as long as you've been working here.
Correct.
Ah.
I started out as a volunteer in our old buildings over on Radio Road.
We used to be on Radio Road.
Yes, you were right down the road from us. In the old World War II barracks.
Yep.
So part of us were in a little house, and then the other part of us were in World War II barracks. And then we moved, and we'll talk about that when we moved.
Yeah, we had all kinds of buildings over on that road. We had us and JAG and I guess ACS, and we had the CPAC. CPAC was right next to us.
We had CPAC, and
across the street was the tax center every
those
year.
little module portable buildings, and then they all went away.
And then we can, for lunch, we could just walk across the street and walk the golf course, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yep, that was a long time ago.
So ACS has changed along with other buildings around here. A lot of changes in 60 years.
Yes, a lot of changes. So I'm wearing the volunteer uniform.
Now, were they all volunteers back when it
Back
started?
in the day,
Okay.
they were.
And that's the uniform.
So I'm going to show you my cool patch.
Good luck.
Okay, my cool patch. So as a volunteer for ACS, you would, in the late 60s, you would go through your orientation and all of that, and then you would get this cool uniform to wear.
Nice. And like I was telling you earlier, it almost looks like a stewardess kind of thing.
It does.
With the scarf.
Does. But this is an actual late 1960 volunteer uniform that was left here many moons ago. And So I've decided to wear it today to show you what we have.
Come a long way, baby. I can't believe. Now, did everyone have to wear those, or was it
Yes.
just for certain people?
No, we have different ones. They're different colors. Okay, so if you come into the Army Community Service and Prevention Center, you will see them hanging up in our hallways, and they're really cool. It's a piece of history, and we used to have these, I guess, if you were volunteering for maybe an event or something, we had these like pullover aprons that had the volunteer patch on it, and you can wear your name tag. There were these really kind of 70 green skirts. Yeah.
It reminds me of, like, you remember watching Emergency or Station 51 when everyone had a uniform, including the doctors had a uniform, and then the nurses had a uniform. It's like, whatever happened to candy stripers? They had uniforms.
Right.
Yeah.
They did. And
Crazy.
it was a big thing.
Yeah.
People were candy stripers.
Yeah.
They just don't do that anymore.
Nope.
Nope.
And now people go to court in T-shirts. It's like, wait
Yeah.
a minute. They don't even dress up for that. Nope.
Nope. But I kind of liked coming in today, and so Darnell said, "Do you want me to match you?" And I said, "Yeah, but not." He says, "I have an orange shirt." I was like, "No, that would be too."
I could totally see him wearing like an orange fluffy tie.
So he went with the brown, which is nice. So we complement each other.
I'm down with brown.
Very much.
It's the fedora that makes the whole thing. It just rounds it out.
So I'm going to let Darnell talk about
Well, it's about time.
Jubilee.
Oh, Jubilee.
Yes. So our Jubilee is going to be on Friday, 25 July at 16:30 over the ACS building. We're going to hopefully have the commander cut the cake at 16:45. We want people to come out here. We're going to have popcorn, snacks, popsicles. We're going to play the movie Max. That's the movie where the dog was a working dog whose owner died while he was in combat, and then he got adopted by the family. And so it's a really good family one. We want everybody to come out and enjoy themselves, so we're hoping everybody can come out. So should be
Yeah, I
fun.
saw that movie. It's a good movie. It really is. It's a tearjerker.
It is.
So it's for all of those all of the civilians that would like to go. It's at 4:30 in the afternoon. That's what 1600 is.
And the cake cutting is at 4:45.
4:45.
4:45.
Don't be late for the cake cutting.
No, don't.
No.
Oh, no.
Better be buttercream
Cake
frosting.
cutting, and we're having cupcakes too.
Yes. We are.
Ooh, our cupcakes are so good.
They are.
They really
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are they in the size of a cup?
They're yes. You can put them in the little
I almost
plastic
had her
cups.
there.
I know. They're really good.
Are they going to be red, white, and blue, or are they going to be brown and orange?
I think it's just going to be a variety of flavors.
Yes.
Like
got
we've been kind of putting a lot of cupcakes out recently.
Wait a minute. Your frosting has flavors? I always just
yeah.
had colors.
No, we have some that are like the pecan cream. We have the chantilly. We have peanut butter and jelly.
Frosting?
No, it's
Oh,
peanut
okay.
butter
That's
and-
filling.
No,
Oh, frosting.
peanut butter frosting with like a cake, which would be your bread, and then inside is jelly. Banana pudding cupcake.
Well, aren't we fancy? When I was young, we didn't have no flavoring in our ice cream or Kool-Aid. It was just colors.
No,
It's like,
it's
Mom,
colors
I would
and
like
sugar.
the white frosting and a red Kool-Aid
With lots of sugar.
with lots of sugar. Absolutely.
Yep, lots and lots of sugar. So, let's go on to the history.
I keep trying to go on, but you keep just dragging me back in.
I know. So, I'm going to kind of give you a timeline of how our,
Jubilee.
well, a timeline of our programs and services at ACS.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And come July 1st on our Facebook page, we're going to have snapshots of so we have historical pictures all the way back to 1967 when the ribbon cutting happened here on Fort Polk.
Oh, wow.
Okay, back then I believe it was Camp Polk. When did it come? Yeah,
I don't know.
it became Camp Fort Polk. But anyways,
Anyway,
and so we have all of these really awesome historical pictures. They're black and white. We have articles that we published. We have our welcome packet that somebody hand drew. Okay. And then we put on, we made multiple copies on those.
oh, the Chiku machines.
Yeah,
I think,
machines. You know what I'm talking about.
I think they were like Ditto machines, or
Yeah. And so we'll be posting all of these on our social media. And I would really encourage everybody to go look at them because it shows where we came from and where we're going. So in ACS was established in 1965. July 25th, 1965. And so that's why we're at 60 years.
that makes sense.
Yeah, right? So in 1981, the Family Advocacy Program was established. And it was there, the mission pretty much stayed the same for family advocacy, to establish, to prevent, identify, and address instances of family violence within the military community.
Yeah, and that's all the prevention stuff to,
Correct,
to
the
keep it
prevention.
from happening.
Prevention and education, that's what we're all about. And then in 1979, we established the Exceptional Family Member Program. And it supports military families with special needs by ensuring access to necessary medical, educational, and community support services. So this is really important. What we do and the timelines and how long we have been doing it for. And we've just grown over the years. Financial readiness was established in 1983. Created to help soldiers and families manage their finances, offering services like budget assistance, debt management, and financial counseling to promote financial stability.
That's always helpful, just knowing how to manage your money, especially when emergencies come up. Because, if you don't have the money to put squirreled away and something happens, it's like, that's why they wonder why I don't take a lot of leave when, everyone, just take the day out. No, I don't want to. It's like, why? Because something might happen and I might need that leave.
Right. That's really super important. Okay, so then employment readiness. Oh, we've talked about that.
I've heard about that.
Have you?
Yeah, the person that works at employment readiness, that's it. I heard it is a pretty knowledgeable person.
I heard she does a phenomenal job.
Oh, she does.
I heard so too.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I heard she was demoted.
So employment readiness was established in 1986. It was introduced to support military spouses and transitioning soldiers seeking employment, providing resume assistance, job search resources, and career counseling.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yes.
Transitioning soldiers.
Transitioning soldiers. And so today our mission is pretty much the same. We just have grown with the different programs that within AC and within employment readiness and all of the benefits for military spouses for their career options and for transitioning soldiers. I mean, they have so many resources and options that are free to them, training that's free. It's just a matter of coming to see one of your employment readiness specialists.
Yeah. Do you have to make an appointment to go see one of our employment readiness specialists because they're so popular?
Yeah, you do. Actually, I have a booking app.
There's an app for that.
There is an app for that. And so if you come into Army Community Service and Prevention Center, there's a QR code up front, and you can scan the QR code and make an appointment at your own leisure for what is best for you.
I gotcha. So what if the best leisure was like right now?
if I have an available appointment within 10 or 20 minutes, they could book it and I'll
That's
see 'em.
if you're even in your office.
Yeah, I am. Always. No, except when I'm here doing podcasts with you, Jeff.
Of course.
The Army Volunteer Corps formalized.
The Army Volunteer Corps formalized into what?
In 1980,
Oh.
in 1997. So,
97?
like I said before, we were a volunteer corps in the very beginning. And then we became paid staff. So there was a need for, it began as a grassroots movement within ACS to involve community members in supporting soldiers and their family. Later, it was formalized to coordinate volunteer efforts across the installations. So we still work with our communities.
Yep.
We actually, we do quite a bit here with our volunteers. We have Volunteer of the Quarter recognition, and then we have our Volunteer of the Year recognition.
I'm not going to ask how many volunteer of the quarters do you have throughout the year. Because I know some people would.
We used to have Volunteer of the Month.
I know. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know.
Yeah. So, but we recognize our volunteers for all their hard work.
Yes.
And it's amazing the amount of hours that the volunteers on the installation and off the installation put in to support our families and our soldiers here on Fort Polk.
Fort Polk.
I'm trying. I know it almost came out,
It'll take a little bit.
just like it did with the other.
Yep. Sure did.
Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So in 1988, relocation assistance the program was established, and it was developed to ease the stress of frequent moves common to military life, offering resources like pre-move counseling, community orientation, and local resources, plus a lending locker. I know for me, I know that Darnell probably has done it, and probably you too. Well, you were Air Force, so maybe not.
We have the Airman's Attic.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay. So for us, the lending locker is just some basic supplies to get you through until your household goods arrive. And if you're coming from overseas, that could take a little while.
Just a little while.
Just a little while. And so, we had the basic kitchen necessities and folding tables and chairs and things like that. So if you were to get your house on the installation, then you could have some household goods to get you through instead of going out and spending a fortune on all brand new stuff.
Yeah. See, that's very helpful, especially with the simple things like pots and pans and stuff like that. I was going to say an ironing board, but I don't think people iron their clothes anymore.
We have ironing boards and iron still.
Do
we
people
did.
actually iron their clothes anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I do. Have you ever seen me in anything wrinkled? No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. And last but not least is our Survivor Outreach, SOS, which was established in 2008. Now, we have other programs that are underneath the Family Advocacy Program, and we have other programs that are within ACS, but these are the main ones that I was talking about.
Gotcha.
Okay? And this was created to provide ongoing support to families of fallen soldiers, offering financial counseling, emotional support, and connection to community resources. And here on Fort Polk, we do our Memorial Day luncheon for the survivors. And it is an amazing opportunity to meet them and find out about their soldier and giving them the opportunity to talk about their soldier. And so it's a wonderful opportunity every year. We get to see the same people every year, and we have established great relationships with them.
Yeah, this place has a lot of history, and a lot of people have connections to this place. It's really endearing.
It is. I mean, this year we had a family out of Florida that came, and we have one family that comes from Shreveport. There's 5 or 6 of them that come down from Shreveport every year for the luncheon, and it's really nice to see them.
Yeah. And then we've got, and to top it all off, for the ones that have been, that have departed, we've got the VA cemetery right off post, right
Correct.
off one of the university gate.
We also have a wall of honor in ACS for our fallen soldiers that are in our area.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. And it has a little bit of history about who they are.
So and now you're gonna, all of this will be available to be reviewed and or talked about and all that stuff at the Jubilee.
Well, I'm going to
Yes.
let him talk about that.
All right.
So, yes.
Darnell gets to talk.
Yes, we were talking a lot about our history and stuff through the Jubilee. Like Stacy said, we also be having the stuff on the Facebook that's going to talk about our history. Going to have blurbs that talk about a little bit of history. Even back in the day, we used to have driving courses. We don't do that anymore, but we used to have that.
And it shows.
Between Darnell and I going through all these pictures and all the historical stuff, some of it is like, whoa, okay. So, like a customs and courtesies, how to cook in the kitchen.
Yeah.
With customs and courtesy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like-
we had a class like that.
I'd like to, you know what? We need to bring back the driving courses again, just to teach people how to drive in a circle.
I don't know. They
We've
look.
got two. Wait, no, we have two now. One's almost completed, so we're going to have
should have
3
seen
circles,
the-
and people still don't know how to drive through those things.
These cars that they used were huge.
Boats.
They were with the big wings.
Oh, wow.
On the back. Oh my gosh.
Like a Batmobile.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we really,
Yeah.
honestly and truly.
They'd be towing like a little car behind it as a little dinghy. That's just to get you to the curb.
Well, yeah, we do. We will be talking about a lot of our stuff coming up, especially the new programs that we have coming in. We're really excited to have a lot of our new prevention programs came in. We have suicide prevention, who is now in the building. We also have employee assistance program that's in the building. We have Army substance abuse program in the building. We're just trying to keep spreading out. Even we have integrated advisory prevention group. It's
yeah.
So it's IPAC for short. They're a program that we recently got that a lot of people are learning about. They're a program that actually works with the command teams and stuff. So these are all the type of programs we're going to be talking about. So we're hoping everybody can come make it so they can get to learn us.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on at ACS, and people just don't know. They just don't know about all of the things that go on over there, because it's like, oh wow, I didn't know you did that and this and that. And it's like, I'm sure most people don't even know that there's an internet or a computer office over there to.
Yes, so we do have a computer lab, and we're excited that we're going to be adding 19 more computers to it.
Oh, wow.
So that'll give us about a little over 40 computers to actually help out with the community. But people also can come to ACS because we have Wi-Fi. They can just come in the lobby if they need to, if they want to get on the computer and use the Wi-Fi for free to do whatever they need to do. So we're here
Now,
for everything.
now with 5G out, I don't know if people are as hard up for the Wi-Fi as they used to be, because you know what I'm talking about. Because I could go Wi-Fi, or I could just go 5G on my phone. But the iPads that don't have that service, that could be helpful. Yeah.
Well, or laptops.
Or laptops. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So it's yeah. Okay.
So we have really comfortable couches.
We do.
Oh, the comfy couch.
Yes.
What else do we have in the computer lab?
So in the computer lab, we have a big screen TV that we are going to start utilizing for things. And we have our comfy massage chair that is inside of our computer lab, which people have been utilizing already, and it's been a good asset to have people be able to relax in there when they are not doing testing, whatever they normally come in here for.
Yeah, I'll probably be over there for lunch.
It's really awesome. It is a really comfortable chair.
Nice. I go to Costco every once in a while, and they sometimes have them out there on display. Or if you go into the mall to, I forget that really fancy store that they used to, but I forget what it's called. Anyway, they used to have the massage chairs in there all the time, and it's like 3 hours later, I'm still there.
Well, our massage chairs are better than the ones at the mall.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not talking the little coin up massage chairs. I'm talking in a store that they were trying to sell them.
Like I know what you're talking about.
I forget the name of the store, but it used to have all that high end stuff that you never need. But until you get there, it's like, ooh, I never knew I needed this.
Yep, exactly.
I need a table in the shape of Europe. It's a pool table in the shape of Europe. Yes, I need it.
I need it.
Yeah.
We do have some other
Why are you
things.
looking at me like, oh, this guy is just so crazy? Come on, Darnell, what's up? What
We
else?
do have some other things that we're excited that we have coming in. We also have an AFES food kiosk coming to the building.
An AFIS food kiosk?
We're going to have great snacks in there, sandwiches, candies, sodas, things like that, water.
Will somebody be manning this kiosk, or is this more like a vending machine?
It'll be more like an automated vending machine, a lot like the other ones we have on the installation. It's going to be built like that one. So most people have seen them around the installation before.
And when it breaks down, is there somebody local to call that they can come right over and fix it?
AFES.
Yes.
AFIS.
Falls in the
The
AFES.
exchange.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's going to be like the kiosks that they have at the hospital, the food kiosk at the hospital, and then also at the education center.
Oh, see, I've been to the education center. The hospital, I'm kind of not allowed in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They don't want me there. I
Well,
think
after our
it kept-
conversation about your multiple personalities, then
Yes. Yes. I think it's something to do with that.
But other things that we have going on, so we want everybody to know if they ever need to schedule classes, they can come in, they can schedule classes during duty hours in ACS. We are setting up our ballroom to have additional TVs in there where they can actually do their different slideshows, and we can break it down to the 4 different sections so they can come and do that. So we're hoping they come out and do that as well. But we are a one-stop shop, so we are trying to have the community come out and see what we can do and challenge us, because whatever we don't have, we will try to get it if they can let us know.
Oh, so it's kind of like a stop and go. Kind of stop in
It is,
and
and
get
we
your
have
stuff and go.
food, and we also are getting a coffee machine that does like 6 different ground roasts and lattes, and
It needs a cappuccino and just some sugar. That's it. Or maybe some cocoa powder on top.
just a little. Well, it's going to be a fancy one, and it's going in our building, and we're excited about that too.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So you'll be seeing a little bit more of me over there between the massage chair and the coffee machine and vending machine.
See-
Where are you going for lunch? ACS.
Man, if that's all we knew you needed to come over to our building, then hey,
The last time I started going over to ACS a lot, I got married. It's just too much.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is 100% the truth. So, again, we have this great Jubilee coming up, and we're celebrating our 60th birthday. And so, if you would like to come and get a cupcake, we're going to do cupcakes and what else?
Popsicles.
Popsicles, all kinds of treats for the kids and stuff like that. And then we have a great movie that they can watch. We are popcorn, yeah?
Definitely do popcorn.
We have our popcorn machine, so we're gonna be setting up and making popcorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell you show you what kind of stuff to get for the popcorn machine.
Okay.
Unless you have like the prepackaged things that you just squeeze in there. So,
I don't know.
but yeah.
That I don't know.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of research because I love my movie theater popcorn.
Oh, me too.
Love it. And I cannot get it anywhere else. So I've been researching and trying to figure out how can I make popcorn at home that tastes like movie theater popcorn.
Okay, well, we'll need to talk after this.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the Jubilee is just going to help us celebrate our birthday. I'm sure that all ACSs across the Army are going to be celebrating with their own installations somehow, some way. But we had the ribbon cutting, 2 weeks ago? Maybe, yeah. Was it 2 weeks ago? The ribbon cutting of the Army Community Service and Prevention Center, where everything is a one-stop shop. I mean, literally what we're doing now is one stop on the installation. No more We use QR codes now to sign in. So be aware of that when you walk in, that you're going to need to do and scan a QR code, even if you're using our computer lab.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's easy. It's, drop down menus, things like that. So we're trying to jump into the future with all the technology, and we have a screen. We have a new monitor up front that it shows all of our ACS classes and things that are going on within ACS.
It really is a one-stop shop.
It really is.
Well, I mean, and it's this is going to be on July
25th,
July 25th at
16:30.
nope, 4:30. 4:30 p.m.
4:30.
But anyway, well, Stacy, Darnell, I really appreciate you guys coming out, and I'm going to have to come on over to ACS and check out all the new stuff.
Yeah, the food kiosk, I don't know what it's called other than that. A food kiosk. They're going to start Friday,
Nice.
right?
So-
So hopefully
So,
it'll be quick and fast, and we'll have it up and going within a couple weeks.
Nice. Well, all right. I appreciate you coming in, and hopefully you'll. I'm sure you guys. I know you guys will come back. Darnell, welcome to the show, and I hope you enjoyed it, and it wasn't too hard out there for you.
It was his
Had a blast.
his first podcast. Now he knows what to expect.
Yeah, it's like, nah, I'm not coming back. But anyway, the ACS Jubilee, July, and at 4:30 in the afternoon, July 25th. Yeah, see, I got it right. I was listening. I was listening to someone. Anyway, I'm Jeff England from the Fort Polk Public Affairs Office, and you've been watching the Fort Polk Podcast. Please hit that subscribe and notify and thumbs up, and please leave us a comment. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to see what you guys think, and if you know somebody or something that you'd like to see on the show, give us a comment. Leave us a comment right below. Hey, but until then, I will be seeing and watching at you later.
That was easy.